No clearance. But I'm a fan of K-pop. Like I think I like K-pop.
I haven't heard a lick of K-pop in my life. So what is we talking about?
You don't know what K-pop is? You don't know about BTS?
Don't they sell those
You
at
don't know about
Starbucks?
Blackpink?
I thought that
What you
was
said is that
behind the scenes.
Starbucks?
Don't they sell those at Starbucks?
BTS?
Cake pops?
No, not cake pop.
Oh no.
K-pop.
K-pop.
K-pop. Like the music.
Oh.
There's a bunch of Korean people singing and dancing in boy bands.
I mean, K stands for Korean, right?
I think so. I don't know. I just know I was in this bar last night and they just was playing so many of the music videos. I was like, damn, these niggas could dance.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if K meant something else besides Korean.
What could it possibly mean?
I don't know, but
what else starts with a K?
What if I don't know? What if they just added another definition in Korea? Like, what if them niggas kombucha?
Kombucha pop?
You said kombucha?
That sounds a little dirty.
You a clown. But yeah, K-pop's legit.
Welcome to the No Clearance Podcast. I am your co-host Tyler. Here with my man's Jay, a strong black man with glasses so he can see. I'm here with my guy Jay. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Glasses so I can see. Thanks.
For we have a very special guest with us today. You know, we've been trying to make this happen for a minute, so it's cool. You know, we're really happy to have her on, man. We have, you know, just a real beast on the court. You know, I refuse to play her one-on-one. I just don't want those problems. Yeah. I don't want that on my conscience that I was going to take that L. You know what I'm saying? We have a future doctor, currently in med school, getting it done, doing what she got to do. You know, some call her Rocky. We call her Rock. We got, can I say the whole name? Raquel Johnson on the podcast with us. Dr. Raquel Johnson.
Yes, doctor. Don't forget the doctor.
Rock, how you doing today?
Not too bad. I could complain, but I won't, you know. Nobody's going to listen.
We are here to listen.
Yeah,
all of your complaints.
We'll listen to
if you.
Damn, that is the point of the podcast. Huh? Yes. I guess I should complain a little bit.
If you want to complain,
the people know how I'm feeling.
Here's the time. We are all ears.
Yes. What is your grievances?
Air your grievances, please.
I have one grievance, and it's that it's too cold outside.
Oh yeah, it's fucking cold.
Fact. That's a fact. You are currently in Southern.
Yo, don't give out her location.
You've already said my entire name. Please don't
give out her location
and
her entire name. What the hell? You trying to get her?
Don't get me murdered.
Right?
Wow.
No, don't need to know where she at. Just know it's cold.
Right.
It's cold.
Staying at so and so on so and so street. Like, please.
Yeah.
So Jay,
I don't want to get
started. Take a left at the willow tree.
Right. Come on.
bleep that shit out when we do the audio.
Like what?
Just
we bleep it out. You didn't say nothing. You just said Southern. We don't know what the fuck she is. It can't be cold in the South, so the world is confused.
It can't bleep be the whole thing.
Bleep out my name. Bleep the whole thing.
Are you? Is it still snow? Is it still snow up there?
There's snow on the ground.
Man, by the way, yeah, that snow woman you made was absolute fire.
Oh, thank you.
Truly,
took me a couple hours.
Hilarious.
Did you paint the eyelids? Like, how did you get the lipstick?
Oh no, I have a color printer, so I printed them out and I stuck them on some sticks and I stuck them in the snow. Face beat, you feel me?
The amount of time you put into that.
I got off early. I was like, I could either go to the gym or shovel my driveway and make this BBL snowman.
Fam.
And before I knew it, I was already making the snowman. So.
Oh my God.
That was lovely.
I've got to
It blessed
entertain
my
my
soul.
viewers somehow.
Fact.
Fans.
I will say your social media presence is very entertaining, to
Thanks.
say the least. Especially the Twitters. I ain't gonna get into that because that's your life.
Yeah, man. I know you almost said my screen name. Please
Right?
don't. Stop giving out my personal information.
My man's trying to get you a stalker.
Like,
just,
I still have to apply to jobs and stuff. Please.
nah, you
Don't
right.
get me
You know,
stopped.
look, I was just making
Like
sure
what?
you know we did our research. I really didn't have to because we know you, but you know, it's been a while.
You be telling other people's addresses and stuff on you?
Right?
I've never
No.
possibly.
Actually, I didn't think about it.
Now I
think
think
you said
about
it a
it, I'll
bunch
be
of
like,
times.
oh, you live in this so right? God dang, bro.
We say people's full names.
That's tragic. I'm
You
just
could
out
have
here
just left it at
snitching.
rock.
It says my name on the thing.
I'm out here snitching nowadays, man.
Yep.
Just dry snitching.
Yep.
Damn.
Get all the homies on the block killed. Because you want to tell people where they at, where they staying.
Trying to be employed one day.
You
And
gonna
alive.
You're going to be employed regardless.
Right?
What
You
talking about?
You going to be employed. This is a very respectable program.
Okay, if the people find my Twitter, I don't know about that.
Oh, my
They
goodness.
gonna find it if they're gonna
I might just have to go ghost one day. Just wipe everything. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wipe this too. Wipe this whole episode. Matter of fact, put me in one of those masks like they show on Gangland, where I got a deep voice.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. They were snitching everywhere. Yeah, do that to me.
I'll kick
What I
it
need.
player. Oh, no problem.
I
I'll
don't
kick
know how
a
to do
player
that.
right there. Nobody gonna hear my issues. Like nobody gonna hear my grievances. Oh my goodness. All right. I guess we'll get into the episode. Now that I've told too much information. Let's just go ahead and get
change
into
the topic.
podcast.
Just change the topic.
If you say something else, I'm hanging up the call. Like, this is some kind of ambush. If we get to a third point where you reveal my personal information.
Oh man.
Let
All
you know
right,
your
we
social
gonna-
security is gonna be talked about.
Yeah, man, so I heard your social security was
I heard you leave it in your wallet.
All right, let's get into some hip hop shit. Hip hop connoisseur segment. Jay, Donda 2. We didn't talk about this last week, but supposedly Donda 2 is being worked on. Is this something? Hey, I'm not the one making it. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. He needs to go on his medication and go to bed for a little. He got too much things going on. He need to chill.
Rocky, did you happen to listen to Donda?
No, I did not.
So I'm assuming you are not. You had give no cares about working on a Donda 2.
I'm not going to listen to Donda 2, but I am watching. I am watching what Kanye West is doing. I think it's hilarious that Kim left him for the SNL guy, and he goes and recruits Future to produce his album. Like, oh, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go grab this white woman and give her a new handbag and then go get the most misogynistic man I know to run back my next album. And I'm going to name it after my mother. So you know you're not the most important woman in my life. He's actually insane. So I am watching. Crazy. I'm just not going to.
And I'm going to buy a house across the street so she could see me do it the whole time.
Oh, God. Yes. No, he's actually insane.
I have no response for that. Normally, I'll just try to take the opposite route, but I'm like, damn. That was good.
There's no opposite route. He is, like, Kanye's just, I don't, like, people are like, oh, he's bipolar, he's this, he's that. It's like, I have seen many bipolar people, and they don't act like that. I don't know what's going on with him. Like,
he's got a whole bunch wrong with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not absolving Kim Kardashian either.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I believe that you shouldn't feel bad for people who are billionaires. And they both did this to themselves. The only people I feel bad for are their kids. I just saw a video. Kim put up a video. It came out today or yesterday, last night. Kim put up a video where she was trying to do some kind of public service announcement. And it was like, you need to reach out and be there for your friends who are have like mental illness, right? Or check on your friends who have depression or whatever. And I guess she had North like recording the video. And North was like, you need to start checking up on your kids. And Kim was like,
oh, no.
No, but she was like, facts. Like,
damn.
So that's who I feel bad for in this whole situation. It's neither Kim nor Kanye.
Yeah, it's always the children.
Was he wearing the rain boots while recording the first one? I just feel like he got a different style every time, and every time I see him, it's these daggone like knee-high rain boots he rocking, and I'm really trying to figure it out.
He's gone from prison chic to sanitation worker.
Yeah.
So
this nigga can really like just walk.
He looking like he
rain,
going through
no
the
problems.
sewers.
It's kind of crazy. Like my nigga really got it's the boots with the fuck. What the fuck you call the no sleeve?
Vest?
Nah,
the overalls.
You just wear shirts, no sleeves on the bitch. What the fuck is
tank top?
Top. Thank you.
I'm so confused.
You need to take it easy on that cranberry juice.
Right? Drinking, yeah, right?
I am drinking wine today, people.
This is
Cabernet
what happens when you drink wine.
Sauvignon.
You forget the names of tank tops.
Ooh.
This is Charles Woodson's wine called Intercept because I rock with my football players. Shout out to anybody trying to get into this wine game. You know?
Such an old man. You know what he was just telling me before we started recording? He goes, yeah, man, I just watch sports. I don't really like TV shows. I
just put on sports.
Jay been trying to get me to watch anime, right? And it's just like, fam.
Me too.
As much as I like want to try, just don't expect me to watch a whole season. Don't expect me to be on some, oh my goodness, this is so good. I just had to watch the whole season in 5 days. Like I'm just not gonna happen. He's just like, but it's good though, right? I'm like, I mean, nigga, it's straight. I don't know what
it's on the TV. It's all right. Yeah, no, it's a lot. And it's honestly, the further away I get from like, you remember when Netflix was created, how old you were?
Yeah.
The further I get away from that point, the less I can sit and binge a show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, oh, if I can watch it whenever I want, why am I watching it all right now? Like, I'm gonna go to the store.
I like a good weekly show. I don't like when they drop the whole show because I don't like binging that much neither.
It's a lot.
Unless the show's already over.
I don't believe Jay. You sound like a lying ass nigga right now.
Nah, I be binging at points. Sometimes
He's like, I don't like
binge,
binging.
But it's like if
I just do it every day at work.
No, I don't. It depends. It depends.
I only binge for like 3 hours.
No, like it depends on what kind of show it is, or like whether the show is finished or not. Like if it's like a show that like it's week to week, then I'm not gonna binge it. I'll just watch it every so often.
Let me ask you something, because I know you've been trying to get me on this anime shit. Excuse my language, anime shit. My bad. And,
say it twice.
Like, what animes are there any terrible ones? Because I feel like you just give me a list. I'm like, these all
I only
can't
tell
be
you the good ones. The ones
there's a much
good.
shorter list of good ones.
Yeah, this list I've given you is good ones. There's too many to like even watch.
Sheesh.
It's like 3
anime.
It's like 3 good ones that you should watch.
Yeah,
I started Attack on Titan.
He ain't like it.
Is that on your list, Rock?
It's Attack on Titan, One Punch, and then I can't remember the third one, but there's like 3 of them that everybody's supposed to see.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
if you're trying to watch anime, like you should at least try to watch one of those.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better in my life at some point.
Guess how many episodes of Attack on Titan I've seen?
0.
Correct. That's right. It's still on my list. I'm working my way down. It's just at the bottom.
I stopped at episode season 1, episode 3, and apparently it's like after 4 you're hooked. So it's like maybe I should keep going.
After the 4th one, you're like, after the 4th episode, it's like, oh damn, like you're just like after the 4th episode, like what the, like, it's one of those.
She's the
moments.
one, the Spike Lee joint.
That's
no. Wait, which one?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I was talking about Attack on Titan.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were talking about different stuff. My bad.
What?
My bad.
In other hip hop news, which we was told.
My bad.
Shout out to 2 Chainz, dropped the album this past Friday. Dope Don't Sell Itself. Shout out to 2 Chainz, you know. As much as I rock with 2 Chainz, I'm excited that he said this is the last trap album. You know, it's just like as a nigga
you too
who
old
died
to be
in the
trapping.
Streets, you know, but I like the idea of the album. The album ain't just about, you know, selling drugs, but it's just like every album is nigga in the trap. So I'm like, well, damn. Here we go again. You know
he ain't lived in the trap in 10 years.
15.
Yeah, for a really long time.
I was gonna say his kids are in high school. Like,
yeah, for a really long time. Like,
2 Chainz has been quite wealthy for a while.
You lived outside of the trap longer than you actually lived in the trap.
Yeah, makes me wonder how many of these people were actually trapping and how many people were just like, you know, like knew somebody who knew somebody.
I feel like that's how most of it is. That's how Pusha T is. His brother was the one who was selling the drugs. Pusha T was just rapping in the corner.
Ah, yes. There's no malice in your heart.
Yeah.
Wow. I love
it. It's like his brother or his cousin was the one actually selling the coke. He was just there.
It was your brother. It was your cousin and your brother than you. You don't rap what you did. You just rap what you knew.
It's just so crazy because, you know, it takes over Pusha T's whole goddamn life about selling cocaine, and he ain't never sold it.
Could you hear another Pusha T album?
No, I'm never gonna listen to Pusha T again, unless he talks about something else like his wife.
Well, it raises a really good point in that I have listened to Pusha T, and it's like really good music. Yeah. You know, like it's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely all about selling drugs every time, and I listen to it every time. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, if that's your bread and your butter.
Yo, like Daytona was really good. I like people like to, you know, as much as we come over here and be like, nigga, another song about drugs, but like Daytona was absolutely fine. You know, even the Jones, even
the
him,
production
you know,
value was awesome.
If it wasn't for him, we don't get the Drake Pusha T beef or Drake.
We don't. No, we don't find out Drake got a baby. At least the way that Drake wanted. Known? We would have found out the way Drake wanted us to find out, but
I was gonna say he had the kid signed up for a deal with Adidas or something.
Yeah, lost that deal. But nah, Pusha T did just say recently that his next album is gonna be the best album of the year.
Can't wait.
I don't believe that shit.
I don't believe it at all. I was like, oh, what if he talks about his life outside of the drug game? Because, you know, he's been outside of it longer than he's been in it. Now
he only has life outside of the drug game. That's all he has.
Jeez.
But that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Right? I know what I'm getting. I know what I
like. I know what I want and I know what I like.
That's right. That's why, like, 2 Chainz is not making a trap album. Like, you know,
it's a little weird.
It's do I want that?
It's like Snoop Dogg not even mentioning weed in any song.
You know, 2 Chainz has, it's not like every song be dope dealing. Like, you know, his previous joke.
2 Chainz switches it up.
Yeah, he switched it up. He had some Jones that was like, okay, you know, quarantine thick. That was you know. Well, if it ain't about drugs or like women, like what we talking about?
Yeah, what's he talking about?
What is rap outside of drugs and women?
Yeah,
Really?
good question.
Backpack shit.
Backpacking.
That's about drugs. That's drugs.
What?
So you think they're how? You think they're
Niggas-
backpacking up in the
Niggas ain't rap
Appalachian
about
Mountains?
hiking. Yeah,
Right.
niggas ain't
skateboarding.
talking about
Hanging
their
out with
LL
goats.
Beans.
This is not the
Shoot,
little
I mean,
duffel bag boy
yeah.
had drugs in his duffel bag.
Yeah,
outside of drugs and women, what is hip hop? Wow.
Yeah, I just, Snoop Dogg had, he's one of the most versatile people in music, and that's why he's been relevant for 30 years, right?
yeah,
But he stopped making gangbang albums a long time ago,
yeah.
right? In the 90s, right? Early 2000s, even when he switched up to G-Funk, so, you can't define his career. All you know about Snoop Dogg is that he's tall and skinny and he smokes weed, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Those, half of the people that you see on the internet.
Yeah.
But 2 Chainz' whole career has been about trapping, you know what I'm saying? And when he's not talking about trapping, it's usually on a feature.
Yeah, but
right?
he likes to say that like his trapping is more like, look, if you're not in that life, take it as in if you have something you want to do, go get it, go do it. It's really more about the hustle than the.
That's what they all say though.
He's talking about trapping though.
Yeah,
they do all
say
to him.
That's what they all say.
You know what I'm saying? It could mean something different to you.
But they all say the same thing.
Him.
He's talking
about trapping, right?
They all say the same thing. They all say, "Oh, it's not about the selling of the drug. It's about the motivation, the hustle, the game."
Blah blah blah.
Like,
right?
Why is everything related to selling drugs? Why? I had never sold drugs in my life. Why did I need to hear about it to get motivated?
I also have not sold drugs. I'd like for that to go on the record.
Yeah.
Me neither. Me neither. We are. Well, Jake's not saying anything, but Rock and I do not sell drugs.
I absolutely have never sold drugs.
I don't know about
in my life.
First of all, I have never sold drugs. Stop saying my name like I did. I just wasn't saying anything because no one needs to know if I did or didn't. I don't feel guilty.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, the album was straight. I think I rocked with it. He actually sampled Laffy Taffy in one of them joints.
Yeah, one of them
that
songs.
felt good. That felt real nostalgic.
It was the one with was it with Lil Baby?
Nah, it was with a lady. Get a name. Phone right here. I really could just look it up. Hold on.
You're a fool. No, it was a lady.
No feature at all. Actually, not played.
Wow,
no feature at all. My nigga just said neighbors know my name, but it's not.
Yeah, he sampled Trey Songz as well.
Better sample it while you can. He's gonna be looking for some money soon,
right?
Trey Songz, bro, disappointed me, bro.
Trey Songz is he got a couple cases pending.
Yeah.
Several cases. 10 women have come forward.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I just started to listen to him. And not saying saying it like growing up, of course, you would hear the hits. You would hear like stuff for BET. In the most respectful way as I can, just as a married man, I just started listening to him. I would just leave it at that. Shout out. Trey Songz truly had one purpose, was to make some like love making songs. Everything else is just kind of like trash to me. But this man was a specialist at that. And I just want to now I'm not gonna say nothing else about it.
That's all I got to say, and that's that on that.
I can say more, but it's gonna hurt me on the back end. I don't want no problem with nobody.
My man about to have himself an R. Kelly case.
Yeah, so pretty much I was upset because
Cosby.
once the news came out, I was like, I can't play this nigga no more. Gotta find something else.
So many catalogs.
Yeah, man, you missed out. I mean, Trey Songz's best stuff came out when we were in high school.
Yeah. Like
right,
middle
like
school. Middle
yeah,
school,
and
high
then
school.
like maybe a little into college. Whenever he made that song with Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
Yeah. What's it called?
That was
Bottoms
like
Up?
his last like really good run outside of being like a Trey Songz fanatic, right?
Yeah.
Because he does have a lot of fanatics, right?
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, you know, I'm sorry that you only got to appreciate his music before his shit hit the fan for a couple months.
My man's Kiki Palmer told us a long time ago. They didn't want to listen.
Yeah, she did. That was really weird. If you listen to her story, it was like, ooh, that's weird. Like, you know, you were like, he was taking pictures of you? He followed you?
Yeah. It was weird.
That's weird. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, something about him's not right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's trash.
Trey Songz. The Fall.
Oh, well.
Right? Oh, well. At least he didn't become Bill Cosby. I hope that never happens again.
Story not over yet, bro. Don't you?
I was gonna say,
don't put
do you know something we don't?
Yeah,
he might have been drugging women. I don't know.
Oh Jesus!
That
was some wild shit too.
He used to be a light skinned nigga we could go to and be like, Trey Songz ain't no soft ass nigga. He was slapping niggas in the concerts, but I can't bring that nigga up no more.
Is Trey Songz light skinned?
Light skinned?
You know my.
He talented. Didn't even think
I be getting it all wrong all the time because I really thought I had Sanaa Lathan as light skin for a bit. Am I wrong for that?
No, Sanaa Lathan is lighter. Trey Songz is brown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had him in the light skin category. I'm very bad at recognizing the difference between light skin and brown. It's
I guess so.
Very tough, you know. It's and then it could depend. Like if it's summertime, I'm brown. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Once the winter
that's when we have our full powers. In the summer, when we're in the sun, we have our full powers. It's like full powers.
It's like Moon. What's the nigga name? Moon Knight. Is that the nigga name?
Yeah, Moon Knight. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's the moon, not the sun.
I'm tired of you, nigga. I'm tired of you, nigga, because you know you get on my nerve with that bullshit. You know exactly what I mean. You had the nerve to correct me, knowing damn well you know what I meant.
I was gonna let it go.
Thank you, Rock. That's
Rock,
all I want.
You wanted to say it.
You beat me to it.
I know I did.
I was gonna let it swim.
You wanted to though. I know you was itching to say it though.
I'm hurt. Last but not least, the hip hop news. I love how we just start with this shit and go somewhere else. J. Cole, I believe, is back on another feature run. It's dope to witness. He just had a song. He was featured on YG's joint. Scared Money Don't Make Money. And then what else he was on? He was on
that song with Benny the Butcher.
And then of course on Poke It Out. So I'm like, this is the Cole we love to see. He drops an album. And then the feature runs, man. It's like, man, I gotta appreciate that nigga for that. Cause Kendrick is still chilling out here in these streets.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's finna do.
He gonna be doing the Super Bowl. That's it.
Kendrick Lamar is making a TV show that's based on a black slave reenactor.
Really?
Yes. What? You didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about
that. He's partnering with the South Park guys, Trey Songz and Matt Parker.
Really? Is it gonna be a
comedy? Partnering with them to make a live action show about a black man who's a slave reenactor. Like, and literally everybody was like,
"It's a comedy."
Yeah,
it has to be. Okay, I was gonna say it has to.
It would have to be. Yeah. For the South Park guys to be involved. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what Kendrick Lamar. Huh?
You said it was gonna be live action. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's live action. I think that's
crazy.
what I read about it. And it was like, oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good idea.
Why would they do that? But that's what Kendrick Lamar is working on.
Is that why he hasn't dropped an album? Because he's made this show about this stupid ass Slave reenactor?
Why would you ever make a joke about that?
What the fuck?
So
With two white men?
Yeah, 2 Canadians. They're Canadian.
Oh my god, they're even more clueless. What the fuck they know about a slave reenactor? They're from Canada.
There were slaves in Canada.
Oh, really? I didn't know
all
that.
over the Americas, bud.
Damn, I thought if you made it in Canada, you was straight.
I just thought he made
Black
it in
history
Canada.
shit right here. Hold on, I thought you made it to Canada. Everything was good.
I think there was just less people.
Ah, yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
We both say that. That do make loose.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but get back to Kendrick Lamar. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my goddamn life. Why?
Yeah, I don't know why he would. That was it. Like came out like, oh no, Kendrick Lamar is partnering with the creators of South Park to make a show about this, and it was like,
this is crazy. That's why
we haven't heard from him in years, and that's what he's on right now.
That's crazy.
But he also, I mean, you can't. If I'm Kendrick, there's no way I'm performing in the Super Bowl and I got nothing lined up. Like next,
he could have nothing lined up.
He
could just be doing Dr. Dre a favor.
You know, that's a fact because Mary
J.
Blige
be only in it for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 5 different acts, right?
Yeah, he could only be in
It's
it
like
for 2
the
minutes.
whole West Side I don't want to say the West Side Connection.
Maybe
that's
Dr. Dre just got a new song with
isn't it Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, and then like
Eminem, Mary J. Blige.
And Mary J. Blige.
The Mary J. Blige just don't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that Mary J. Blige. It's just like, let's get as many black people as we can. That's what it feels like.
I want to see her dance. Like if she just go up there and dance, she ain't gotta sing one. She ain't gotta sing one note. Just go up there.
They do that because all those people are older. Yeah, everybody sings like a song and a half, and we can go sit down. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the whole halftime, right? It's not one performance.
Yeah.
They really like. I mean, this is like the first time. I mean, besides Eminem. Well, The Weeknd performed last year. All right, a group of black people performing like this. Has this happened?
Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
Destiny's Child was there for Beyonce.
Did they perform? Was this after the Janet Jackson? Everything was after Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson was like 2001.
No, that wasn't 2001.
2003.
2003.
Thank you. Oh, I will never forget that day.
It's the creation of YouTube.
Really?
Wow.
That created YouTube?
Yeah, there was so many people on the internet looking for a video of Janet Jackson's breast flashing that they realized, oh, there's no one place on the internet to house like videos. So
wow.
YouTube was established after that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, fuck Justin Timberlake.
Facts. Apparently, Janet Jackson's documentary, she was like, y'all, I forgave Justin. Like, y'all should forgive him. And like, we're like, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
Going down in the grave with that.
Don't ask us to forgive just because you forgive. We ain't. Some of us ain't mature enough for that, and it didn't happen directly to us, so we could be as bad as we want.
Yeah, no, that was bro. We was 8 years old. Oh no, Jay, you was older than everybody. You an old ass nigga. I act like an old ass nigga, but you really are old ass nigga.
I was 10 when it happened. It wasn't that old. Rocky was 9.
You the oldest.
It would have actually taken place before our birthday, but
yeah. Oh yeah. So I was 9.
There you go.
We were both 9. No, yeah. Yeah. You was 8. I was 9. So shut up.
You old, man.
I am mature at points in my life. And
okay, we'll move on. So I will say, let's see, this episode's coming out. We're recording this on the Saturday. This episode's coming out on Wednesday, so we're looking forward to the next weekend, which Valentines Day weekend. Mad clutch for niggas all around the world. Well, it is and it ain't.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is on Monday, so that kind of sucks. But the weekend, we get All-Star Weekend and Super Bowl. So it's like
All-Star Weekend is the same weekend as the Super Bowl?
How'd that happen?
I might be wrong. Let me double check. But normally
They would
All-Star
never
Weekend,
let that happen on the same day.
Normally,
I just feel like that's terrible for ratings.
I feel like some millionaire will be mad about this. Some billionaire will be mad.
Right, like that would be a.
I fucked up. It's the next weekend.
Okay.
I was gonna say. I was like, whoa.
Wait, that would
Those
suck.
are two major events.
Right. Yeah.
It's the next weekend. No, it normally Valentine's Day weekend.
It is.
So I was wrong about
the Super Bowl's usually this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Super Bowl's usually early.
It's 17 game season. So
they made it longer.
Yes. Rocky, all right. Do you look forward to Super Bowl? Was you a football fan in general?
Used to be till all the Colin Kaepernick stuff took place, and I kind of stopped watching the NFL. But since then, Los Angeles has gotten 2 new football teams, and I always root for the LA teams because if you don't root for your home city team, who are you? So I know the Rams are going to win just because they've sunk too much money into the stadium, the Super Bowl in general, right? The halftime show, they're trying to have the Olympics there. Football, when it comes to the Super Bowl, is more fixed than boxing, right? So I don't really watch the. Yes, you can predict. You can predict every Super Bowl. Yes,
you predicted.
None of them are surprising.
You predicted the Eagles beat the Patriots that year.
Yes. Yeah, Tom Brady has to lose, right? He has to have a tandem loss so that he can have the tandem win, right? It's like, damn, last time he was here, his receivers were messing up, and now he wins again, right? Tom Brady has literally been playing the same script for 20 years.
I'll be damned.
What?
Yes, come on, man.
We got this is some real like tinfoil hat shit.
So you say
it's not tinfoil. If you listen, what runs the NFL? If you've seen anything, what runs the NFL? And don't say black athletes.
Money.
That paper, right? And who pays the most? Who pays the most to watch football?
White people.
Who pays the most? Yeah.
There you go. So their golden boy has to win. But he can't win all the time. They figured that out when they had him. Because didn't Tom Brady win 3 in a row at some point?
Yeah.
No. He won 3 out of 4.
He won 2 in a row and lost to the Giants, right?
No, he won 2.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Shit, how did that work?
Something like that.
No.
Yeah, where they had the perfect season and 1 giant loss. Yeah. So they were like, okay, the rest of the views went down because it was like same thing that happened with the Warriors, right? Oh, we already know what's going to happen. And we're not even going to watch, right? Views dropped. So Tom Brady had to lose, right? It's the same thing with the Eagles. People weren't even really watching that Super Bowl. When Tom Brady lost and the news came out, people were elated, right? It's literally, they build him up, they knock him down. They build him up, they knock him down. Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, and now he's got to, beat the Falcons after being down 28-3 at halftime.
That was not scripted. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I watched that
it's
game.
Scripted every time.
I watched that game. No,
okay, so Rock, if it was scripted, why did Brady not make the Super Bowl this year? Because I think everybody would have wanted to see.
I just told you why Tom Brady didn't make the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, but he was old.
This is his last season.
The thing was, this is his last season. Why couldn't he finish on the mountaintop? Woo doo woo, yay, woo doo woo, white man on top. White man did it.
So he won last year, right?
Yeah.
Right. They sunk all of this money into the stadium in Inglewood, right? They tore up Inglewood and are like, no, we're having the Olympics here. The whole NFL is in on that. So the Rams have to win because who did the Rams just fucking lose to? In the Super Bowl. There you go. There you go. Right?
Oh, damn.
Tom Brady was not supposed to retire. He's supposed to come back one more time for one more go, right? He's supposed to do one more year.
Oh, but they say Tom Brady fucked up that
I did think he was coming back. I did think he was going to come back for one more.
I actually still think he might. I still think that's very possible that he's going to pull a, was that Brett Favre?
Oh, yeah. Brett Favre.
He retired and said, I still got some left in the tank.
For him to announce, for him to just give a whole speech, like a whole essay, and just post it online, to me,
I feel like that's a press conference thing.
Well, and he didn't announce it.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody said Tom Brady's retiring, and literally, like, that wasn't Tom Brady. Somebody said that, right? And so they were like, he's retiring, and Tom Brady was like, huh? So I don't think that
after that he had a whole bunch of he posted a whole bunch of stuff online. Yeah. Thanking by the way, thanking the whole Bucks organization. Like, this nigga didn't play for the Patriots. This nigga was like, thank you to the Bucks. Thank you to the Bucks fans, the Bucks coaches, my mama, my daddy. I only played for the Bucks. That's what the whole speech sounded like. Like, I ain't
keep it a buck with you. 6 rings is enough. They need to be thanking him.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
So
I was seeing tweets
like, damn. There were some people I knew who were really upset about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't gonna thank us? I was like, what the fuck are you thanking us for? We didn't do nothing.
I'm not gonna hold you. New England fans are actually the worst fans ever. So
yeah, they kind of trash.
Like, we're great fans. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, like, in terms of like shit like that, like, that's crazy. Like, why are you mad at him?
Yeah, true. Like, there was,
how are you mad at him?
Someone was like, fuck you then, nigga. I was like, damn,
like, what?
6 championships?
Relax. Like, shit. I was like, fuck you. Hey. Fucking Tom Brady. He doing what he wanted to do. Obviously, he ain't like it here.
Yeah, and I think there was I don't know the ins and outs of it because I'm not a New England fan, but him and the coach didn't really, they like fell out, right?
Yeah. Bill Belichick tried to trade him, and that's why they traded Jimmy G.
Hey, Belichick cold, bro.
Right?
Bad cold. He's that messy bitch. Did you see that text message he sent?
Yeah. No,
messy bitch.
They was like Bill's contacts, white Brian, black Brian. It was like, damn.
He was like, I messed this one up. My bad.
Yeah, what Darrell Reba said about the Patriots. He was like, it was nice to win, but I didn't like it. He was like, it just wasn't. He just like, it wasn't fun. They're like, what do you mean you didn't like it? Y'all will win. He's like, it doesn't mean we was happy. No, he was like, nobody was happy in that locker room. It was just like a job.
I mean, it is a job.
Yeah, but like, it's not like a job that you don't like.
It's hard to enjoy playing in a place where it's just ridiculously cold. And then they practice outside. They don't have no indoor practice facility, bro.
It has nothing to do with anything.
That has a lot to do with it, dog.
No.
That truly probably has a lot to do with that shit.
There's some people who are perfectly fine with the cold.
Nobody will ever be perfectly fine with playing outside for damn near like 6 hours in the cold, bro.
No, people do like it.
Yeah, people like it.
But the people who don't like it don't play outdoor sports.
That's true. See?
Look,
See?
I get what Revis is saying, but I've also been on losing teams that joked around a lot, and it was never fun to freaking lose. Like, I don't understand. I never understood that. Like, we wouldn't have fun.
But you can still win and have fun.
It takes a lot.
You don't have to not have fun to win.
Yeah.
And if you're playing a game and you're not having fun, it sounds cheapened. Yeah. Right? It's, for the love of the game is supposed to be a part of sports. And obviously you can put a whole bunch of superstars on one team and, force the hand, right? You can win. But if you've been playing a sport since you were a little kid and you're not having fun playing a sport that you've been in love with, like, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not possible, and I'm not saying they didn't win, and I'm not saying losing doesn't suck, because losing does suck, right?
Losing's terrible.
It's really easy to not have fun when you're losing, like really easy.
Losing's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Right.
It's trash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Losing is the worst. I'm just saying, if you're not going to have fun, you might as well win a championship.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
right, like,
okay. So you got the Rams win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, because they have a new golden boy, yeah? They traded it up.
But they got OBJ now.
The league's new golden boy is Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Now that Tom's on the way out, they
So
have
you're
set
saying
that up
He's
as
on
well.
the Bengals.
So you're saying they're going to build the story of Burrow loses this year, and the Bengals
Yes.
going to get back to the Super Bowl and win that
Correct.
thing. Or
Correct.
the next time the Bengals get back to the Super Bowl, they're going to win.
The way that I kind of read it going until Tom Brady announced his retirement was that Rams are winning this year. Joe Burrow loses the what was it? It was Heisman 1 year, national championship the second year, Super Bowl the third year. He doesn't get that, right? He comes back the next year and makes a really hard playoff run. The Rams are going to blow through the other side of the league, and then he's going to lose to Tom Brady's Falcons. Or I'm sorry, Bucks. And then Tom Brady comes out on top, winning the 2-1 versus the Rams, right?
You don't.
Tom Brady retires. Joe Burrow steps up. Pat Mahomes is unfortunately on the way out, and now they're going to raise the new heel of the NFL, which is going to be Lamar.
Pat Mahomes only been there. It's not like he's an old nigga. Like, he's still kind of the face of the league right now.
He's not the face anymore.
Joe Burrow.
He's not the face anymore.
She's saying Joe Burrow's the face now.
He hasn't been the face for a year.
Mahomes hasn't been the face of the league.
Correct. This was his downfall year.
The year that they was first in the division, in the conference.
I'm not talking about his skill. I'm telling you how they're writing the story.
My goodness. So what about Lamar? I heard you say something about Lamar Jackson.
He's the new heel.
Wow. Oh, he's gonna be the I see what you're saying,
villain,
like the antagonist. Wow.
Because they don't like Lamar no more.
I really hope Lamar.
Did they even make the playoffs this year?
No.
Yeah. But
that was still tough because it was like 3 straight games. They lost by 1 because they decided to go for 2 at the end of the game. They was just like, we gonna try to get this dub. And they went for 2.
At some point, you'd think you'd learn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's almost like
last time.
And they also did it. They did it with a backup. It was like 2 games.
It's almost like it was preconceived.
Right?
Wow.
You're really convincing me. You're really convincing me.
Okay.
Football
this is making me not want to watch football even more.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can still watch because you love the sport, and the athletes are playing. It's not the athletes who are in control of this. Maybe the quarterbacks, but it's not the athletes who are in control of this. It's the officials. Right? They got the people with the headsets on who are sitting up in the stands. They got the button under their desk, right? Like they showing those Buffalo Wild Wings. They're like, this nigga's getting too hot. Interception. Right? Right?
I will say that because it be feeling like these coaches got the urge to do some stupid shit. Like,
why would you go for 2-3 games in a row?
Yeah,
I don't even do that in Madden. Like what?
Yeah, I don't even do that in Madden.
Like, I mean, really?
Hey,
how many 2-point conversions have you seen attempted in one season?
This year was a lot because of the new analytics. It was a lot. The new analytics thing. You know how basketball had their whole thing with the analytics. Only threes and layups and shit. Football going through the same thing. Like, everybody and their mama going for it on 4th down now. They going for 2-point conversion all the time. It's just some, they not
it's different.
It's a whole thing now. I mean, that's crazy to think.
Don't
so
make
you
no
think
sense
Mahomes is just gonna be? I mean, he got his money now. He got a 10-year deal with Kansas City.
Yeah, he'll never win again.
You don't think he'll ever win again?
No, I don't think he'll win another Super Bowl. I think he's fallen.
They're gonna turn him into Russell Wilson because he's fucking corny like Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson being corny has nothing to do with this.
Nah, there's a problem.
But you know what? Mahomes is.
We gotta be real.
No, they just have Pat Mahomes doesn't fit into the paradigm anymore.
We gotta be real,
right?
Yo.
It's the good guy versus the bad guy. Right? And they have a good guy. They liked Pat Mahomes, but he was too black.
Mahomes was too black.
Mahomes was too black.
Mahomes.
That motherfucker.
State Farm Mahomes.
I'm just telling you,
ass nigga.
I'm just telling you. I know,
but Lamar Jackson
with his white wife
darker than me, right? But Pat Mahomes was too black. They needed to do something after the Colin Kaepernick thing, right? They needed to do something after the Colin Kaepernick thing, so they had Mahomes comeuppance, yeah. But when Joe Burrows came into the league, do you remember what happened?
When Burrow
Well, after
came
he
into
got
the league?
his knee blown out. Did you ever hear about when the police murdered all those people in like several different spots after they were not Ferguson, but I can't think of the man's name.
What you talking about? After Burrow blew his knee out?
Whoa, this is getting
Okay, hold on, stop. So there were riots like right around the time that COVID started up.
Yeah,
because they
Minnesota.
kneeled on
Oh, you're talking about George Floyd.
George Floyd. Yes, they kneeled on George Floyd's neck, right? And so there was unrest, and people went back to boycotting the NFL. Joe Burrow, blown out knee, still on his rookie contract and hadn't did shit, which this is why he's low-key my favorite. He came out and tweeted, black people are right, and they get treated like shit, and I'm tired of y'all pretending like they're wrong, right? Like they're, stop trying to make black folks feel like they're not making any sense. He came out and he said that, right?
Yeah.
And people got really mad at him because white dude playing in Cleveland or Cincinnati or whatever, and he's supposed to be, one of the boys, and he was not, right? So Joe Burrow became the pro-black white guy who they can put at the top of this pedestal, right? Pat Mahomes, we don't have use for him anymore. Him and his white wife, they can go, right?
Hey, Pat Mahomes really messed up with that. Nah, love you, love. I'm sorry, love you, love. Go ahead.
Nah, his wife is annoying, bro.
Yeah, she's really annoying.
She's really
right.
annoying.
Also, part of it, people don't like her.
Yeah,
right. And
even the fans, it's like
they don't want to put them on TV because people don't like her. She gets negative media attention.
Like she after they won, she sprayed a champagne bottle. People were upset.
Yeah, I would have been upset too. Fuck you.
But just think if they liked her, everyone would be like, "Oh my god!" And everyone would have been happy about it. But her, it was cold. It's assault.
Yeah, I was like, that's assault. But yeah, and so Lamar Jackson is blackety black. So they're obviously going to make him the quote unquote villain in this. So he's gonna win.
Hey, no,
he has to win one so that they can go back and forth.
But they killed me. They killed me talking about Lamar in the media. It's just I know he don't throw like a typical quarterback. He do that little slice. He do that little sling motion.
Sidearm.
Yeah, sidearm. But it's bro, he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and just every year, it's just constantly I don't think he could do it. I don't think he could sit in the pocket and throw. That's the only thing that killed me about Burrow. It's he really is your prototypical quarterback. He's the one everybody was, and he's great because he sits there. He sits in the pocket. He can move around, still throwing it the way people want to see it.
The best part about him is that he's very mobile for such a large guy.
Yeah,
he can really move.
I mean, it's just really, what you're saying is making sense only because what Patrick Mahomes did in the championship game was so tragic. I've never seen nothing like that from him before. Normally he's a pretty smart football player, but for him to go back, he lost 11 yards, almost fumbled.
Yeah, and he just chucked it up, right?
Yeah. I was
it's kind of does seem like it's telegraphed.
Yeah, almost like it's preconceived.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you this.
Shit.
I just want to get this whole record. So a year from now, if this is right, we could pull this back up. You're telling me Burrow will lose as part of the media story so that he can get his way back to the Super Bowl and win it next year.
Mm.
Do you know against who?
No.
Okay.
I actually think it might be the Rams again.
It would have to be just because
that's how the story would go.
When it's time for the Rams to rebuild, it's going to look bad.
Yeah,
they've gone all in.
Yeah, and it's going to be soon because they spent too much money.
Yeah, they don't have a first round pick.
Don't they have a bunch of 1-year contracts or whatever?
Yeah. No first round pick till 2024.
Yeah, The Rams are they're gonna make a good strong run. They're gonna win this year, lose next year, and that's gonna be it for them.
So do you think they punished OBJ by making him think Cleveland was the place to be?
No.
Why would they punish OBJ? OBJ be doing that to himself.
Yeah, nobody did that. He did that himself.
Jarvis Landry
Right.
is his teammate from college, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That was it. I was gonna say no.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I want to go to Cleveland, and it was like, who else wants to go to Cleveland? But it's
Yeah.
because his buddy was there,
His buddy
and
was there.
everybody still believed in Baker a little bit.
That's probably one of the lows of the NFL so far as Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he's tragic.
Was tragic.
Yeah, he's not good.
Wish him the best.
I used to like him, but now he's not good. Not one bit.
Yo, real talk.
You used to like him?
Yeah.
I like Johnny Football more. He was more entertaining.
Johnny Football was.
NFL messed up with nobody giving that man a chance. I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah.
And then they sent him to Cleveland. I think that was the worst part. You got.
He had like one. He only had like one chance realistically on one team. Like another team never gave him a shot.
Yeah, but he was an alcoholic, right?
Oh yeah, he was doing coke and stuff.
Yeah, it was like no, they didn't sign him because he was like intoxicated at work. Not because he didn't have skill.
Yeah, that's what.
Right, I was gonna say he had a drug. He was actually doing okay, like skill wise. You know, he was at least mid level, but he was like showing up drunk and high and shit. Like that's wasn't
what it was.
Yeah,
I forgot.
I liked him better, especially when he would talk to the media. But then he kind of like lost it. He like had a breakdown or something, and he's doing well now, and he's clean and sober. I just looked him up the other day.
Yeah.
He was one of my. I liked his personality when he was in college. You know, like I was like, I don't know, Johnny Football. Yeah, I fuck with that. And then they were like, Baker's the new Johnny Football, and I was like, ew.
See, no.
Isn't he? He was like smaller than him. Baker's little, right?
Yeah. No, both of them are small.
No,
both of them
are both small.
Baker's a little.
I know. Johnny Football was not. He was like 6 foot tops.
He also beat Alabama though. One thing Baker Mayfield probably would have never done.
Didn't Tim Tebow have a great quarterback career in college? I feel like
craziest story by the way. You know, he was on the same team as Aaron Hernandez. Tim Tebow was the quarterback of University of Florida back when Aaron Hernandez was there.
Brandon Urban Meyer was still sweeping stuff under the rug.
Brandon Spikes was a G. Like that team, Cam Newton was on that team. Like, it's crazy to think
they were stealing shit.
Like Christianly,
beating
this man
people
was
up.
the quarterback. I guess it takes somebody that extreme to be the quarterback for Florida and win a national championship.
They said out of like the 100 some odd players they had in that graduating in that team, that 47 of them are all in jail.
Herbert Meyer was a trash.
He know how to sweep something under the rug. He got fired quick from Jackson.
The big ass rug.
By the way, they hired the Jaguars hired Doug Peterson, former head coach for the Eagles, who won the Super Bowl with Philly. So I hope
good for them.
Yeah,
you gotta remind us that.
Great.
You talking about the coach that beat the Patriots when we had a backup quarterback and we beat New England? You talking about
there you
go.
That coach?
There
you go.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm happy for you.
You talking about the coach that let us run out to dreams and nightmares, and then we beat the Patriots.
I knew we were gonna lose when that happened.
I ate like 20 wings.
Yeah,
I look forward. I hope he does well. I honestly, if he gets this Super Bowl, like he's low key a go. But
whatever.
That was a good pickup. Urban Meyer was so trash last season.
They need to hire some black coaches. That's what they need.
No, they do. There's about 5 positions left, and a black coach has not been hired yet. It's making no sense.
They did Brian Flores dirty.
He did Brian Flores dirty, and I'm glad he's suing the league. Did you hear about this, Rock?
Yeah, I just brought it up. I already called Bill Belichick a messy bitch.
Facts.
Oh yeah, because that text message.
Yeah, that was very messy.
Messy as hell.
All the coaches that have already been hired.
He congratulated him on getting the job.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was like, "Congrats, man! I hear the Giants are going with you." And he was like, "My interview's tomorrow." And they were like, "Damn, this isn't the other Brian?" And he was like, "No." And Bill Belichick was like, "My bad."
Yeah. It's messed up. It's messed up.
Anyway, I cut you off.
Yeah.
No,
go on.
All the coaches, all the white coaches that got hired. First of all, the coach for like the Jets and the Giants, them niggas gonna be trash. So for y'all not to take that chance, it's going downhill for them anyway.
I think Giants hired an offensive coordinator. They didn't hire a head coach yet, I don't think.
Really? Because I thought they would have fired the head coach after this season.
No. They're looking for a head coach still.
So
They
who
just also
hires an
hired a new
offensive coordinator without the head coach? This why
I
they
don't know.
trash.
I seen that they hired an offensive coordinator the other day.
I
don't
think
know
there's
if they
like
hired a
5
coach yet.
positions left. I know the offense coordinator for Kansas City, a black man. He's supposed to be in position. He's supposed to be taking interviews. Byron Leftwich supposed to take interviews. There's a couple other coaches.
Yeah, they ain't hiring no more black coaches.
That's because they know they're gonna be there forever, like Mike Tomlin. They just gonna be there forever.
They can't have a league with a bunch of black people in charge.
I don't know.
They can't have that. They need to have a white man to reel us in.
So Rocky, what's your predictions in the NBA? I know you follow the league. Well, you know you follow the Lakers pretty close. But who do you
I follow
have?
the league.
Who you got in the finals this year? Who's looking good to you so far?
I don't know. It's much more difficult to predict NBA, because the game is harder to control. The only prediction that I have right now is that Memphis is gonna have a first round exit.
First round exit?
First round.
Yeah.
Really? Because I've been hearing, you know what? I've been hearing a lot of great things about Memphis, especially Kendrick.
They
Perkins.
look incredible. They have this like gall about them. Right? Like how dare you think you could touch us, right? Like they're dogs, and they're being led by the dog of all dogs, John Morant, right?
Yeah.
And Jaren Jackson Jr. is playing great, and that light-skinned guy, I can't remember his name, 22, he's playing great. I think they're going to get into the playoffs and shit the bed.
Even with the playoff experience, they got in last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
I respect
because are they first? Are they in first place?
If they're not, they're very close up. It's like first or second.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're in like second or third, because they're gonna end up playing a team who shouldn't be at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Nuggets or something is gonna slide down to 7th and end up playing them, and then it's gonna be like a dog fight, and they're not gonna come out of it.
Oh, you know what? They're currently 3rd. If the playoffs were to start tomorrow, they'd be playing Denver, and that would be
There you go.
The Suns are number 1.
Suns are number 1.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
No.
Devin Booker's a loser.
You said Devin Booker's a loser?
Yeah.
Yo, he did not come through clutch.
In
the finals
they
last
did
year.
terrible.
He doesn't. You need a mentality. He doesn't have that.
Yeah.
He even came out and was like, "I'm not Kobe Bryant. Stop treating me like I am." And it was like, we know you're not.
Yeah.
We seen you.
Nobody thought that.
Right.
Speaking of Kobe, well, not speaking of Kobe. Speaking of the Lakers.
Yeah, they look.
Do you have any, would you like to air out any grievances towards your team? If they're your team. I'm assuming they're your team. Unless you switch to a Clippers fan for some reason.
Fucking trying to offend me?
I was like, oh shit.
Switch to the Clippers?
Is the why.
As a Laker fan, I'd like to say fuck the Clippers. 2 times. And as far as grievances towards the Lakers, whoever would like Russell Westbrook, we just gonna leave him outside. Put him right there on the curb.
He has been playing absolutely terrible.
Oh, he just gets worse and worse.
So here's the gag, is that he's playing exactly how he always has. He's not playing better or worse. He's exactly the same. It's not surprising. It's like what's his name? Isaiah Thomas, right? You want him in the league. You want to see him do well, just not on your team.
Wow.
Just somewhere else,
Interesting.
And he's doing all the same things he's always done, right? He has terrible, like judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just watching a game. It was like last week, and the Lakers ended up losing the game by 1 point. And time was running out, and Russell Westbrook had the ball on the wing. He's the greatest slasher in the league today. And he has been for the last 10 years, right? One dribble, elevation, dunk. And he took a step back. He took some dribbles. And he looked at the rim. And he looked at the coach. Frank Vogel's going like this. He looked at the fans. Fans are going like this. Between the legs, step back, 3 off the front of the fucking rim. Why? Why? We literally came back from being down by 20 points because Anthony Davis is pretending like he wants to be here. Get within 1, and you want to hit the 3 to win the game? Just dunk it. Let's go to overtime. We outscored them by like 20 points. What are you doing? Why?
You want the photo finish.
You know, I used to be a big fan of Russ. Like, I always appreciated how hard he went on the court. And I don't know what it was, but when they was in the bubble and they was playing OKC in that first round, the things I saw him do was so terrible. It was like
when he was on the Rockets?
Yeah, when he was in Houston, the decision making, like he literally almost cost them the first round by himself. I was like, I've never seen such terrible decision making from this man before. You know what I'm saying? Then it made me realize when he was in OKC, he refused to give the ball to KD.
That's why he left. That's why he left.
I was like,
None of it's new.
Kevin Durant got hurt, and that was like his time. It's my turn to shine. And then KD comes back. He's like, nah, fuck you.
It was a big, he pulled a Kobe Bryant where it was like, either he goes or I go. And the stupid thing was they went with Russ and not KD.
That's crazy.
Boy.
Right? That was a poor judgment by the management and the front offices in Oklahoma City.
Okay, see, for them keeping Westbrook and then keeping that Cephalosha nigga who couldn't make a free throw to save his life.
He was good on defense, though.
I don't care.
Cephalosha was decent.
He was their defensive anchor.
I never understood why he was on the court.
It's like Dennis Rodman. He ain't gonna score no points.
But Dennis Rodman knows to like defense. Be under the basket. Like Cephalosha is
gonna say he's not like Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a gross over exaggeration.
Yeah, that was very over. That was terrible.
Nah, you're right.
Cephalosha is solid.
Yeah,
right,
he wasn't that good.
I give it to you.
Wouldn't have been mad if we traded him. Wouldn't have been mad if we kept him.
So how do you feel about your Lakers this year in total? That after seeing that,
Lakers are abysmal. But Anthony Davis is such a talent that when he steps on the court and he wants to play, nobody can fuck with him.
Yeah.
And I mean no one.
That's
right?
Fair.
There's not a player who, when he is actually focused and like it just looks like he wants to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Joel Embiid had a terrible, terrible game against Anthony Davis. Right? And AD went for like 30 and 15 or some shit. 4 blocks. 2 of them were on Embiid. Right? And it was like, oh man, Embiid's tired. He's been playing. This is his longest streak of games in his entire career. Which, sidebar, it was 20 games. I could play 20
Trust me,
games.
I know. Trust me, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, there's nobody that could. Jokic can't hang with him, right?
Yeah.
Embiid can't do it. Even what's his name gets slow feet against AD. I can never remember his fucking name. Cleveland.
Jared Allen.
Yes, Jared Allen gets slow feet against AD.
That throw is immaculate, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's a great player. He's just like Anthony Davis moves like a guard. Yeah. He's got light feet and he's lost some weight and he's looking like he wants to be there. You know what I mean? And when he shows up, nobody can touch him. Yeah. Problem is, when is he going to show up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one really knows,
And
right?
He's a little frail.
So,
He's a little fragile.
well, he doesn't, I don't know why, but he doesn't know how to land. He lands poorly, and it leads to him falling a lot, and that leads to a lot of injury, back, knee, hip stuff, right? So he falls very poorly. So, the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. At the very least, the Lakers are going to make the play-in.
They're currently in a nice spot.
Yeah, they're in the play-in right now.
I love the
and they're
play-in,
going
by the way.
Up.
The
I like it a
such
lot,
great
too.
Idea.
Yeah.
It's such a great
I just remember LeBron said it was a great idea, and then they asked him at the end of the season when the Lakers got into the play-in, and he was like, "This is the stupidest thing ever." It's like, because we were in the 8th seed, and it was like we had to play down against the 9th seed.
Yeah.
I like the play-in a lot too. It offers
it's more competitive
variability. Except last year it was kind of duddy because the Hornets got like smacked.
Yeah.
Right. LaMelo came back too soon from his injury. But I know the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. Can the Lakers win a championship? Yeah. But depends. It depends. Right? If AD and LeBron can add up to 70 points and 25 rebounds, there's not too much the rest of the league can do.
They need
Brooklyn,
a third scorer, though. Like,
Nuggets.
Let's say you trade Westbrook. Who's the third scorer?
Excuse me. Do you know who Malik Monk is?
No, you're right.
Yeah, I forgot Malik Monk's on that team.
How could you?
You're right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot because he's nice.
That man is a walking bucket. He's improved so much. I hadn't really watched him when he was on the Hornets, but I was a fan of their, that little group of guys when they were all at Kentucky.
Yeah.
And he has improved, like, tremendously. He just turned 23 or 24. And he's, like, can score from anywhere on the court. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's a little guy. He's not too big. He's like 6'2 or 6'3, 180 or something. But
so you're saying if y'all get rid of Russell Westbrook, y'all could probably win a championship?
They don't have to get rid of him. They just have to stop playing him. He can stay.
Was he better as you think he'd be better as a six-man
or just don't play him in short bursts, right?
Yeah.
And not at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I would sit Russell Westbrook at the end of the game. I would play Dwight Howard a lot more. And, yeah, that's it. That's it. Because if AD comes to play, LeBron comes to play, Russell goes and sits down, come in, get a couple dunks in, go take a break, right? We're going to swap you out. Carmelo, come in, hit a couple threes, go sit down, have some water. We'll be okay. Because defensively, we're plugging, spreading the floor, right? Not too many people can get through them. Monk has also really impressed me with his defense. He didn't used to play defense. Stanley Johnson looks good. They look good. It's just tell Russell to stop throwing the ball away and tell Anthony Davis to show up. Lakers will be okay.
Do you think Golden State will make a run?
Absolutely.
They're looking really good this year. Clay is back. Steph is being Steph.
Not quite.
Not all the way back, but
not quite.
He's on the court.
Steph is in mid-playoff form, which is his worst form. So he always hits a lull.
Yeah, no, he really does. He really does.
Yeah, he comes in hot, and then it's like, that's how Andre Iguodala won a Finals MVP.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
How you feel about the Chicago Bulls? They balling this season.
Well, I'm a huge Lonzo Ball fan. He'll be back in time for the playoffs. I think DeMar DeRozan is doing a good job, but he always does a good job in the regular season.
Yeah.
They're always like, DeMar's the king of the fourth. And I'm like, DeMar DeRozan can play. Yeah. He's been a mid-range, murderer. He's been that, right? He could always score. He can always plug a hole and play some decent defense. The problem is that when they get into the playoffs, he disappears. And we haven't seen that yet in Chicago, right?
True.
Zach LaVine can't do it himself, but he's going to try, like he always does. I think Lonzo needs to be back. I think Caruso needs to be back. And I think DeMar needs to remain, right?
Yeah.
That young guy they have, Ayo, is pretty good. But he's a baby, right? First, he's a rookie, true rookie, first year in the league. Otherwise, the rest of their people are like role playing. They'll be okay, but like we have yet to see if they can hang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Lonzo, the trio of Lonzo, DeRozan, and Levine is a good solid trio, right? Because Lonzo's presence, his 3-point shooting, his passing, it takes a lot of offensive pressure and defensive pressure off of those two, so they can kind of just go score.
That's a fact. If DeMar doesn't have to shoot threes and just be himself, Chicago will be. They'll be tough. They'll be tough to face.
Yeah, because they number one in the East right now.
Yeah, I mean they're usually DeMar DeRozan is usually number one in the East.
Yeah.
Until the playoffs.
He was on the Raptors,
playoff time comes
right?
and they're gonna try to make him shoot that 3-pointer. That'd be the issue every time.
But now there are people who can actually hit the three, right?
That's a fact.
And you don't have to do it.
Nobody in Toronto at that time could hit the three.
Looking at you, Pascal.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shout out.
But that's
my bad. Shout out to Van Vliet. Made the All-Star team. You know what I'm saying? Undrafted. Made me feel good as another light-skinned nigga.
Someone else made the All-Star team. Andrew Wiggins made the All-Star team.
Starter.
That's weird. That's why. Is he good?
You have to stop letting I don't know who voted that. I think isn't that fan voted? They have to stop letting people do that because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got absolutely snubbed on that, and Andrew Wiggins has never he probably was ecstatic to never make an All-Star team. He was pressed when they picked him number 1.
Yeah.
Right? He just wants to play basketball and make money. He's actually not here for anything else.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, stop giving me awards.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be here.
Y'all trying to make me do better. I'm not trying. I'm not
right.
to do better.
Drake making songs about being shit.
Right. Nope.
I just want to play basketball.
Yeah.
Shit, he barely got the damn shot.
That's hilarious, show.
Shoot. That's crazy. They was really pushing Andrew Wiggins, too. He just didn't want it.
He just didn't want it. He was the number 1 draft pick.
They was like, Andrew Wiggins the next LeBron. He was like, why do you do this to me? No, why? I never said this before.
Right. So, no. That was some goofy shit.
Damn.
Don't know why they did that.
I'm asking a lot of stuff. What Canadians have come into the league and actually done something?
Steve Nash.
Yeah, Steve Nash.
Guess he didn't win any championships.
Yeah, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Guess that doesn't count, huh?
He didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Shit, man, I don't know.
He's the best Canadian.
Yeah.
I'd be forgetting. Like, who's Canadian, you know?
That's a fact. Nobody knows until they say it.
Well, because there's a lot of, like, black Canadians, right? And I don't know which ones.
Isn't Ben Simmons Canadian?
Ben Simmons is Australian.
He's Australian, man. Man, I can't stand this nigga, man. We don't know what to do with him. Are we going to trade him or what? Like, I just don't understand.
Nobody wants him.
Nobody wants him. Damn, y'all got.
I mean, how do you trade a nigga that's so tall, wants to play point guard, but yet don't have a jump shot, and then is afraid to shoot in general?
I was gonna say he doesn't have any type of shot. He skipped up the layups.
He's just gonna pass and play defense.
Yeah. He wants to be Andre Miller.
Andre Miller had a shot. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say
no, Andre but I'm saying he wants to be Andre Miller, but
he was beast in the post-up game. He was so slow. That's why I liked him. I always wanted to play like Andre Miller low key. Like he was low key, and nigga, I was like, oh,
longevity.
I'm kind of a guard. You know, put me in the post or on a smaller dude. I'm finna just whap. You know what I'm saying? That was me. That was my dream. Andre Miller low key. I was like, Allen Iverson too fast for me. He too quick. I ain't trying to do all that. I could just get in the post. You know what I'm saying? Put an elbow on somebody real quick, back him up. You know
Such an old man.
Give it to me down low. You feel me? Bam, bam. Well, two.
No need to work too hard. No need to work too hard in the court.
Hey, and then call for the sub after.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. That's good.
I'm good for two.
I got my two.
I am good for
I've
two.
made my little 10-day contract and count.
You need 2 points, put me in.
Mm-hmm. You know who actually plays like that is the third ball brother.
Really?
I suppose he's the second. Leangelo, yeah.
Jello, oh yeah.
Big-bodied guard. He's a sniper from 3, but very much so is a big-bodied guard. Post up, go to the basket, rebound, put back kind of guy.
Definitely.
He's still in the G League?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he still on the
He plays for the Hornets G League team. Yeah.
Damn. He should have never stole them sunglasses. Bucket sunglasses.
He got slow feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, was he gonna be good?
Obviously, he got caught when he stole them sunglasses.
Too slow.
The nigga could have got away. His feet too damn slow.
Should have moved quicker.
And it was a nigga the tallest niggas in the country in the moment.
They're in China. Like, bro, you're tall and black. What the fuck are you doing? Like,
you stand out.
My mom was so mad. She was like, why would he do that? And I was like, I don't know. I don't actually know Leangelo Ball.
Right.
She was so disappointed in him.
She was like, oh, man.
Nah,
she was like, why would he do that? That's so dangerous. I don't know.
Man. Rock, we appreciate your sports takes. That was actually very refreshing.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll charge you for the next
one. We'll get you some merch. How about that? Speaking of merch, go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Get you a hoodie, get you a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? Get you whatever you like that's on the shop. On deck. Okay? Support the brand. No Clearance. All right, noclearancepod.com/shop. Thank you.
We got something coming soon.
Yes. Let's get into some other things, man. Rock was going through your Instagram the other day in preparation for the podcast, not for no reason. I just went to make
well, just don't say my screen name, okay? Thanks.
Yeah, I'm going through your podcast. I mean your Instagram.
Going through my podcast. That wine is crazy. Boy.
Can I just say,
right?
You are.
Can you?
You are the queen of Halloween costumes.
Oh, thank you. I do love Halloween.
You really go hard with it. I just wanted to give you flowers for that. Much respect. I gotta know, like, why? Where did this come from? What started it?
My family loves Halloween. They're a very creative bunch. Yeah, top that off. They're a very creative bunch, and they like to do arts and crafts. So I guess it's not just Halloween, but like themed costumes, or if we have to, I remember like all my school projects were amazing. Anything like that, right? So Halloween, it's like a designated day to be creative and fun, right? And it's kind of like a competition, like, right? You get to dress up and like, ooh, do you really look like what you're saying you are, right? Like, so ever since I was very small, you know, we have great Halloween costumes going back to my first Halloween, right? It's not new. It's just something that I kept up, right? My brother has great Halloween costumes as well.
Your brother does have some good Halloween costumes.
Right. His are really creative because I feel like it's hard for a guy to come up with Halloween costumes. Like, usually I see guys in tandem, like with their girlfriend. His costumes, he's like standalone, right? His Randy Savage costume is one of the funniest costumes I've ever seen. And it was on point. But yeah, it's very much a family thing. Like, if you look at like all my cousins' costumes, my mom's costumes, right? We used to do a big Halloween party when we were kids and do a haunted house in our garage. Like, Halloween is just one of the big holidays in our house. Halloween and Christmas.
Y'all did your own haunted house.
Yeah.
I need to hear, like, how did this work? Y'all was inviting people to come to the crib, come through the haunted house?
Well, so we would have a Halloween party, right?
Yeah.
Come in your costume, invite your friends, neighborhood, right? And they would put up. My mom likes to throw parties, okay? So we
Christmas
have.
party I've been trying to get to for years.
You're always invited. Y'all just don't want to spend the money. Like,
Yeah,
you're always invited. You could even stay at the house. You know that. Like, Jalen was there one time.
Yeah, I was at her house once. Yeah.
But because we throw so many parties, we have tablecloths of every color. So like I just said, themes are our thing. We like to be creative with it. So we have a bunch of black tablecloths, and we made like hallways with them, right? You know, hang them up in the garage and make like a path around and through the garage. And then it's like you decorate the garage itself, and then you have to have people like working in the haunted house, right? It's usually like my uncle or my stepdad or whatever, and they put masks on and they come through the tablecloth and scare you, and they have, you know, cobwebs and like little drop down spiders, maybe some zombie dolls, you know.
Damn.
Simple haunted house, right? There was no trap doors or anything, but
y'all, that's how complex to me.
No, and it costs like, it doesn't cost that much money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a couple tablecloths and then like 2 or 3 grown men in a mask, right? But it's, when you're 10 and you walk through it, it's really scary, right?
Yeah.
It's the effort.
And when you're, if you were 20 and walked through it, it would just be cute, right? It's like, oh, you know, but still very, you know, enjoyable, right?
Yo, it's the effort for me. Like,
yeah.
That's very
no, we
impressive.
love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, you know.
So
it's just, I'm sticking with the topic, but like growing up, my family did not celebrate Halloween. That was one of the, you know, my parents, devout Christians, praise the Lord.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're in the church,
amen.
they don't like it. It's the devil's work.
I mean, she didn't even do the trick or treat. We used to put a note on the door saying, "Hey, we don't celebrate Halloween. Y'all need to go somewhere else."
Oh damn! Did y'all house get egged?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Those houses always got egged when I was growing up. You know why Halloween?
Really?
Yeah,
that's rude.
Yeah,
we used to egg houses all the time. This used to be the thing on Halloween, egging houses, especially if they don't have candy.
Delinquent.
I never did it. I never participated. I just remember it was a thing.
Sure.
Because one time my house got egged. No, one time my house got egged.
Yeah, okay.
So
if you egg your own house, they think you're a victim. I feel you. Yeah. Like, somebody egged our house.
Oh man,
you a clown. Nah, I never participated in egging any homes. I like eggs too much. It was a waste of eggs.
This nigga said I like eggs too much.
I like wasted food.
Now I think you were licking the eggs off those houses. You're like,
let me scrape this off, put on the plate so I can cook it.
Right.
Let me try to salvage this real quick. Put this on a skillet.
Why do you have salt and pepper? Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me, fool.
That's too funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't get to celebrate that as a kid. I feel like that's like important, you know, like that's a fun holiday. And I do know a lot of people like that who like
never celebrate.
They're like, oh, we just didn't celebrate it. And so now I don't do it. And I'm like, well, you missed out on a lot. It's fun as hell. Like,
yeah, it's candy.
Yeah. I mean, when I got
to get candy.
When we got to college.
Well, the whole thing, the candy, the costumes, the camaraderie, right? Other C words. It's fun.
when we got to college, like, it was so hard for me. Like, I just didn't know what, like, that time would come around.
I remember the greatest costume I ever thought of you was not feeling it.
Which one?
I wanted to be Arthur and have you be Buster.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I remember that.
No.
I remember that because
you didn't want to be a white
bunny.
Didn't
both of you want to be Arthur?
No. What happened was, originally we wanted to be Outcast. And I was like, yo, I'm be Andre 3000. He was like, well, I got to be Big Boy. Why can't you be Big Boy and I be Andre 3000? Like, nigga, you don't. What are you talking about, bro? Like, you are not Andre 3000. Like, what makes you think you could be Andre 3000? So that's when it just went on a rant.
It's Halloween.
It went on a whole rant of like, what duos could we do? But I was like, fam, what makes you think you could be Andre 3000? This makes no sense. And like, we was having such arguments.
It was Halloween.
And then we missed the one thing we were supposed to go to. We missed that shit.
We didn't miss it. We lost
little
in the first round.
huh?
We lost in the first round. The beer pong tournament.
No, not the beer pong tournament, bro. I'm talking about the year we were supposed to do the multicultural joint.
Oh yeah.
But we missed it because
we went to Five Guys.
Yeah, we went to Arrow. We went to Red Arrow.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
I wasn't finna be no white rabbit for Halloween. No,
you didn't have to be a white rabbit.
You said
had
Buster.
To have bunny ears. You just had to have bunny ears.
You said Buster. What I look like? Walk around
was
like
dressed
a white
like
rabbit.
All you had to do was wear a green crew neck and a red button up. That's all you had to do. I had glasses when I was brown.
What's wrong with being a white rabbit?
Yeah, what's wrong with being a white rabbit? You wasn't a white man.
At the time, going to say that, I was like, I ain't doing nothing white. I was so pro-black.
He's a rabbit.
He's a rabbit.
And if you watch the show, Buster
was black.
Look, man.
You never watched Arthur? Buster was
No, I watched Arthur.
Buster was the black family.
Buster's family.
They were the black family.
Let me check. Let me make sure I ain't tripping.
No, now obviously he's a rabbit. Okay, yeah. But there are multiple cartoons where that's a black person.
Yeah,
Buster is one of those characters.
His name was Buster.
Look, bro.
Yeah, Buster
Douglas.
It was hard.
Buster Douglas.
At the time, it was hard. It was hard for me to listen to anything Jalen wanted me to do in general.
Okay. That's fair.
At the time.
That's
my goodness.
Totally understand that.
Greatest costume. It would have been the greatest costume. Then next, Edgar did it the next year.
I was gonna say Edgar did it afterwards, and it was like, it's kind of weak without a Buster, but okay.
Nah, because he did the meme.
Yeah, the meme blew up. So if y'all had done that earlier, it would have been like revolutionary.
But,
so why ain't your ass
Friday
be Buster J? Why couldn't I be Arthur?
Because
I have glasses.
I had to put some glasses on.
Only reason.
Okay, but he can't not wear the glasses.
Yeah,
yes, he can. His ass could have been blind.
But he just didn't want to be. He just didn't want to be Kelly Rowland.
I'm not gonna be nothing white.
He didn't want to be Kelly Rowland. He didn't want to let me be Beyonce.
I was a black. He
didn't want me to be Beyonce. That's all it was. He didn't want me to be Beyonce. Ain't nobody said you had to be Michelle. Everybody loves Kelly Rowland just as much as Beyonce.
That's not true.
It's not
true.
That's not
as
true.
A person.
You the only nigga out here that love Kelly
Rowland. It's not true. But people do love Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, people love it.
You know what I mean? Like it's that's a good costume.
Yeah.
And you should have put the ears on, but I had some.
Spoiled
right? I was Lola Bunny.
It's tough. What we do that year? Smokey and Craig?
No, we fucking referees. I want to talk about it. It was terrible.
That was a shitty costume.
Yeah, we turned referees. That didn't work out.
Was that freshman year?
No,
that was senior year. Worst costume.
That's how we went out.
Year?
Referees. That's how we went out senior year.
Junior year, we was
Smokey and Craig.
I don't even remember what I was senior year.
Tragic.
Oh yeah, I do. We were the three little pigs, except there was only two of us. We were two little pigs and the big bad wolf.
That's hilarious.
Because one of the pigs got eaten. No, Candace went home that weekend, so. It was me, Aaliyah, and Caitlin. It was actually a cute little costume.
Who was the big bad wolf?
Caitlin.
Oh, yeah.
And she had, like, gloves on that had fur on them. And she had a hoodie that flipped up and it was like a wolf head.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That girl could shoot. Anyway, back to the regular scheduled programming. So I see you dressed up as Raven was it Raven last Halloween?
Yeah.
So my question: DC versus Marvel. What are you into more?
I read all of it, but if I had to choose, I always choose DC, just because Marvel's been very commercialized, and also DC, when you're talking about like the actual writing and the characters, it's much more about the humanity of the heroes, in terms of their like inner struggle and their like real life, right? Like it's more about the alter ego, right? Like it's more about the person, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
I have to come back to being myself after I put on this costume and save the world, right? It's much more about them trying to balance their actual life. And the best part about that is that they actually go through like really messed up stuff, right? Like the characters are very realistic. And it's like them being heroes is kind of their day job, but they have to deal with all of their own inner turmoils at all other times. Which is why, like, most DC movies come out poorly because it's hard to make a movie about that and not rated R, right? Like you can't, like, there should never be a DC movie that's not rated R. You know what I'm saying? Like Joker was the best DC movie. And I don't even know if it qualifies, like if the company like actually.
Yeah.
Nah, they claim it. They claim it.
Right. I don't know if they actually claimed it, but like
they claim
they
it.
should be rated R because, what these characters go through is what the story is about. It's not about them saving the day, right? It's about them like, like just like that movie, just like the Joker movie, right?
Yeah.
It's much more about him and his inner struggle and trying to be normal and trying to fit into society and that not working than him using laughing gas or something. Yeah. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? DC is a much more realistic outlook on the life of a superhero or a supervillain. It also has better relationships, right? Like, because it touches on the person, you can look at a hero or a villain as a person. Like they do the really popular one is Batman and Selena Kyle. And that they have like this weird like sexual attraction, but also like Batman knows everything. So he knows who she is, but it's like, okay, is this okay? Or is it possible? Is it not possible? Are you a hero? Are you a villain? There's no lines in the sand. Just like with regular people, there's no what are we in the DC universe. People are just there.
I might have been convinced.
Yeah.
I just might have been. Go ahead, Jay.
In terms of reading the books, Marvel makes movies, right?
Yeah,
that's why it's so cutesy.
That's what I was gonna say. After reading both of them, I've noticed that like DC, they feel like more like gritty movies,
right?
As opposed to when you're reading Marvel stuff, you're reading a comic book. When you're reading DC, it feels like you're reading a book, like a novelized book, like it's like just with pictures, like it's dark, it's gritty,
a graphic novel.
Yeah, it's like exactly, it's a graphic novel.
Wow. That's all. Look, I'm not. Yeah, that's not my world. But it's good to know.
That's if you read them, right? If you're watching the movies, go watch a Marvel movie because the DC movies suck because they tried to make them like Marvel movies, but that's not what the characters are about, right? They'll flop every time.
Yeah, that's not the source material. It's not the source material is so dark and like tragic. Like Batman comics are fucking dark and violent and
they're all
brutal.
Dark and violent.
Yeah, like
and they didn't like. And the nature of the comics themselves has actually changed over the years. Like I remember the first, I just watched this series again, but the first set of Batman with Michael Keaton, was very much like the comic. Like the first movie or two movies, I can't remember which one they kicked Danny Elfman off of as a director, but
that was the Tim Burton one, wasn't Tim Burton?
Tim Burton, I'm sorry, not Danny Elfman. He's the music guy. But yeah, they kicked him off because the characters were too sexualized, right? Penguin and Catwoman were like highly sexual characters, which very realistic to the book. But they signed this deal with McDonald's to make children's toys, right?
Yeah.
To put them in the Happy Meals.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, stop making these characters act so sexual so that we can sell these toys to kids. And Tim Burton was like, no. So they fired him.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did him dirty. That's why what you call it, Batman Forever with Jim Carrey and as the Riddler and whatnot. That's why it was so kiddie compared to the last one.
Yeah, it's like, and which is a shame because I feel like Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones would have really like torn those roles up even more. You know what I'm saying? Like it was,
if it was more serious,
right?
Like the past ones, because
and they're still zany, but
they're still zany. But like even with the Batman Returns with Catwoman, that shit was terrifying. Like as a kid, I used to be scared of that movie, especially that scene when she turned to Catwoman.
It was really scary. Yeah,
that was terrifying.
Yeah, but
are you looking forward to the next Batman?
I am. I love Robert Pattinson as an actor, and I believe that he hates all of his roles just as much as Bruce Wayne hates himself. So I think it's going to be realistic.
Did you hear that he refused to work out for this role?
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
He was like, no. Does Batman have to be super buff?
They had to delay it so he could at least get some sort of muscle.
He was like, just put it in the suit. They were like, Rob, please do a pull-up. And he's like, no.
You're Batman.
Please.
It's crazy because he's supposed to be playing young Batman too. Like,
right, he's supposed to be absolutely ripped, and it's like, oh, we're just gonna say he's skinny. Like, yeah, I'm very excited. They're gonna do a lot of full body shots, right? It's where they can fluff him up, and a lot of shoulders up shots, so you can't see how skinny he is.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Yep.
Oh man. Okay. Another costume you did that was pretty fly. This honestly most impressive in my book. The Mojo Jojo.
Oh shit! I forgot you did that.
Mojo
yeah, it's because I didn't leave my house. I put it on and filmed a movie so that everybody could see, and then I like watched movies in it while I like sat at home with it on my head, like.
That was dope.
Thank you.
Leads me to I'm guessing, I mean, are you a cartoons fan? Like, do you watch the cartoons? All right. Do you have a top 5? Top 5 favorite
do you
cartoons?
watch the cartoons?
I ain't want to just throw it out there and be like, them? I'll be like, real talk, I don't need to be watching the video. Like, what was your favorite cartoons if you had a top 5?
Top 5. Let me think. Okay, so when I rank things in a list, I try to be really like direct, like about what, qualifies as this list, because you could say top 5 adult cartoons and that changes the list completely, right?
Yeah.
So I'm basing my list on longevity, the ability to rewatch, right? Which removes this, like, people think about nostalgia a lot. They're like, I loved that as a kid. And you go back and watch it and like, this is terrible. Because kids have terrible taste. And then I like when they're funny, right? Funny cartoons. Go figure. So in no particular order, Powerpuff Girls, since you were talking about Mojo Jojo, is one of my favorites. And that whole universe, I'm going to count it as one. Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, that was all the same. Craig McCracken stuff. Hey Arnold. Big on the rewatchability. I watch Hey Arnold all the time. I feel like I gotta mention SpongeBob.
Yeah, you quote that all the time.
Well, yeah, but I quote a very specific. SpongeBob's been on for 20 years. I watched 3 seasons of it,
Yeah, that's true.
Three-way tie with The Simpsons, or two-way tie with The Simpsons, because it's the same thing. Like, it's been around, it's enjoyable. Could watch it, could not. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Great show. Great show.
Yeah. And Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is like, which I have to take some time to say this. It amazes me that Bob's Burgers is considered to be an adult cartoon, but they rarely use curse words or like crude and inappropriate like material. Like anybody could watch Bob's Burgers and it's funny as hell. But it's not about like Rick and Morty. I would be afraid to turn that on around like my grandparents. You know what I mean? You could turn on Bob's Burgers and literally everyone will think it's funny, right? Which that's a true measure of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Not smart comedy or, oh, you have to be so-and-so to get the joke. Nah, if you fart and it's funny, it's hilarious, right? That's what it is. Bob's Burgers hits that every time. And it's been on for 10 seasons.
Yeah, it's been on a long time.
Very consistent.
Yeah.
Jay,
those are my...
Do you have a top 5 cartoons, Jay?
Top 5 cartoons in my life?
Or before that.
Oh man.
Doesn't have to be your lifetime.
Nah, I don't think I have top 5 cartoons.
Okay, you got a favorite?
I don't have a top 5. I couldn't. I go on my spurts of watching. I really loved Regular Show.
Regular Show is good.
I watch that on a regular basis.
Good one.
That's a good show. You ever want to watch a show of like a regular situation gets out of hand? Just putting that on.
Regular Show is really funny too.
Yeah, that's literally what that show is about.
It's really funny.
Yeah,
you can also tell that J.G. Quintel is like very much on acid when he's writing it.
Yeah, for sure. Like literally, a whole episode is about them going to get the chairs, and as they went to get the chairs, they got distracted by a video game and it turned into a giant robot. And then
right.
It's all because they went to go get the chairs.
Right. It'll be like, oh yeah, we have to go mow the lawn, and then like the ground opens up and Satan comes out. It's like,
yo,
what?
Oh shit.
And then at the end of the day, they get fired because they forgot to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Like,
or the random episode with Donald Glover and Tyler Creator just rapping in the park, and then the old dude is like, "Oh, we're having a rhyming competition."
Pops,
yeah. Oh, I love to rhyme.
Yeah, no, Regular Show's funny as hell. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good show. I've been really into that. And Solar Opposites, Rick and Morty. That's the same thing, but love them shows.
I was gonna say, same writers, yeah?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Solar Opposites funny. It's just like rated R Rick and Morty. This is essentially what it is. A little bit more mean.
Shit, that's a bit. I'm gonna give some. I don't think I have 5. I'm gonna just say what I got. I enjoyed the Harley show. I gotta catch up.
Oh, that's a good show.
But I like Harley Quinn show. Ed and Eddie. Now I know I ain't seen the brick. It might be nostalgic, but that was always one of my favorites. Like these.
No, Ed and Eddie's fun.
They went outside every day and hustled till the lights came on.
Like, Eddie, the only one gonna be a millionaire as an adult.
They was out here just trying to get a quarter each for a big ass. Yeah, I love that.
Jawbreaker.
Bruh, Phineas and Ferb.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Didn't watch Phineas and Ferb. Never caught me.
You didn't watch Phineas and Ferb?
I didn't think it was that great.
You know,
right up your alley.
I found it so impressive. Them niggas just ain't had nothing to do every day. It was like, fuck it, we gonna build a rocket ship. I'm like, oh shit.
The only episode I remember is the one with the aglets, because they said the word aglet like 70 times. Like they set a record. Because they were tired of kids going, what's that thing called on the tip of your shoe? And they decided to make an episode of Phineas and Ferb about it, and there's like a whole generation of people that now knows what an aglet is because of that episode. You know what I mean? Like,
they said no one's ever talked about aglets before. I think that was literally like the point.
And no one will ever talk about them again.
Yep.
Let's see. I don't know about 5, but I'm a slide the Proud Family.
Proud Family was a really good show.
Good show.
I'm excited for the new season. The little bigger, what's it called? Bigger and Prouder, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Something like that.
Go. Louder and Prouder. Something like that.
Why I gotta be louder? Because of black people? No,
yes.
Probably. Yeah,
exactly that. Exactly. Correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
We literally got loud about like 4 times on this episode.
Don't adjust your headsets.
Right?
Keep the volume right where it is. Nah. All right, man. All right. Rock, appreciate having you on. You know, it's damn near about to be 2 hours. So
are we ending? Is it over?
I know. We feel like I need a part 2 because, like, but then if I had a part 2, I had to get deep in your life. You don't want people to know about you.
you don't need people all to know all your information. Tyler almost revealed your location.
Please bleep that out.
Did
He
want to show you
definitely
something,
did
though.
reveal my location.
No, he did say he didn't get it out.
Yes, he did.
No, I did. I said the
Go
whole.
go
I said
back
the
and
whole.
watch the tape.
Yeah,
He
I said the
definitely
whole
did.
thing. I said the whole thing, bro. I'm gonna
Please
believe
bleep that out.
Definitely got something for you, though. Just want to let you know I still got it. Still. You know what I'm
Nice. I don't even wear my hair like that anymore.
I still got mine.
Jay lost it. Jay don't know what it said.
No, it's in my drawer. I just can't fit it no more.
That's why I didn't wear it. I was gonna wear it. I was like,
It's too tight.
This shirt all over
his shoulders got a little wide, huh?
Yeah. Well, it was a size large. I ain't want a large in a minute.
Oh man. Golly. Well, it's good to see you. Everything good with you in general? I guess you ain't complaining about nothing, so I guess everything is everything.
Everything is everything.
Everything is everything.
Absolutely.
I'd ask you if you want to put your social media out there, but you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't.
Don't follow me. I will not accept you. Thank you.
Well, hey, man, we appreciate having you on today. It's always a pleasure.
Yes.
Of course. It's so nice to finally be on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when you guys
part-time.
made this podcast. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do one of the first episodes. And then it's been 2 years. Like,
Time and flying.
Director.
Yeah, I'm definitely still, we were supposed to do Frank Ocean's album. And we've grown so much since then. So.
Yeah, we don't even do albums no more.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, I waited too long. Huh?
You know, we had to move up.
Yeah.
Try to figure this thing out. But I would like you on another podcast if you ever want to get a little personal. There's another podcast we're working on. I would love to have you on, but we'll talk about that another time.
Okay. I love to be on shows and answer questions. Hear myself talk, you know?
Yes, you do it well.
Oh,
I appreciate today. A lot of takes, Mo. A lot of really tough takes.
The NFL is apparently rigged.
Yeah. that had me. I mean,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense. I just never heard that take before.
Yeah.
So, I've heard people say it's rigged, but I've never heard anyone like
actually give facts based on
actually give like reasons.
No, that's a real
angry
thing.
That their team lost.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh my gosh, I've never seen him do anything like that ever in life. Yeah,
well,
I'm just like,
it's rigged.
someone told him to.
All right, wait.
It's like he was paid to.
Was the 3-1 comeback? Was the 3-1 comeback when Cleveland beat Golden State? Was that rigged?
No.
Okay.
She did say basketball is harder to control.
It's much harder. Football, it's a play is 7 seconds and it's like a 4-hour game. You know what I mean? Like basketball is much more of a fluent game, so it's harder to break it up.
Okay. Yeah, one fuck up won't mess up a basketball game, but one fuck up could ruin a football game.
Oh yes,
that's not true.
What'd you say?
You can definitely mess up a basketball game with one mistake. Ask Russell Westbrook.
But like I'm talking about like in crunch time, not in crunch time. Like something in the first quarter could fuck up the whole momentum. Actually, same thing for basketball.
Yep, there you go.
And there we have it, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for listening today. I enjoyed this episode. Please follow us at on Instagram _no clearance pod on. Is it no clearance pod on Twitter? I don't even know no more. Jay runs social
media. _no clearance everywhere.
_no clearance everywhere. Go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Get your merch like that incredible hoodie Jalen's wearing at the moment.
Yes.
And yeah, man. Stay blessed. Stay black. Okay. Black History Month. All right, it's the No Clip Podcast, man.
Peace.